Hello everyone and welcome once again. I've been meaning to make this video and it's simply how I edge my cards. Now first of all, I buy any inexpensive alcohol markers, dual-ended alcohol markers. I bought these at Five Below, okay? Usually you want pretty neutral colors or colors that range really light and really dark. That's how I pick anyway because that's what I like. So today I got the Tarot of Oppositions deck, okay? And this is what they look like generally, okay? Or at least this is what mine's came looking like, right? They have this white border. And this white border is what I find very offensive in any deck, whether it's Tarot or Oracle. What we want to do is we want to create a pretty border, colored border. Now, there's many ways you can go about this. You can I take the wide end of the marker, by the way, and edge whatever color best matches the cards. In this case, I have picked yellow, not necessarily because it best matches the cards, but because on these particular cards right here, where there's a little bit of white up here, if the marker leaks through into the core of the card, it will not be highly visible and it will look like something that's natural to the card, okay? And in the dark ones, you shouldn't be able to see it at all. Some would say that I should have edged this deck with more of a light blue, and that is also, I guess it depends on intention. You could use color theory, you can use your own intention, set a color and an intention for the deck. However you choose the color, it is best to pick the lightest color in the deck so that if it does bleed through, like I said, to the core, it doesn't distort the image in any way. Now I'm going to show you how I do it myself. It's really easy and I'm pretty sure there's thousands of videos out there. I am one of those people that I do not like a white bordered deck. So basically I take the card and I very lightly run the marker across. Very lightly, I go around all four sides of the card. And I run the marker. Now, at the end, I go around that corner just a little extra just in case I miss something. So once I add it to the cards that have already been edged, you can't really tell the difference. It just looks so much prettier to me, especially when you set an intention with the color or when you use color theory to use a particular color to engage a certain energy. Now, I got the Lonely Soul Oracle here, and this is the one I'm going to show you how I did this one, because this one's complete. So you'll be able to see the whole Oracle in one. This Oracle has a red and black background. I could have used some sort of dark tan there, but once again we have these cards that have very light edges. So what did I do? I used the green one, a very light color, something that's complementary to the red, that grounds the energy of the red but doesn't distort the images in the front, because there's also a lot of green in this deck, in this particular oracle. So we'll put these back and I'll show you what I do with cards that are white and black. Oh, and by the way, I meant to do like a tarot tutorial where I talk about the court cards separately and all the cards separately, the minor arcana, the major arcana. I speak about them differently, and I tell you my perspective on the cards themselves. Now, I meant to start with the court cards only because the court cards themselves seems to be what gives people the most trouble remembering. Not so much the minor arcana, especially if you're using traditional Rider-Waite tarot. So that's what I was intending to do. So now I have this white and black deck. The deck in the back is black for the most part. It's the Dark Days Tarot, okay? But the front now we have here the major arcana, black on white, right? But then we have these cards over here that are white on black. So what did I do what do I do in situations like this? I just edge them with different colors. What I did in this particular situation, I don't know if you can tell, I used the light gray on the cards that are black on white, and then I used a black marker on the cards that are white on black because it wasn't going to be visible. Now, do I wish that I would have been able to etch this card, this deck all in one color? Yes. But is it gonna look good once it's shuffled completely? Absolutely. It's just gonna add a gradient into that. So those are things you can keep in mind, that you can edge decks in different colors. I have one that I in particular edged in a rainbow of colors. I wanted the deck to radiate energy from all light spectrums, so that's why I did that. As you see, that's not bad. That is very pretty. So these are things to keep in mind till we meet again.